Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm back today with another pick a card reading. I hope that you all are doing well, and I hope that you all are enjoying your week thus far and that you're feeling blessed. I feel blessed. I'm excited to be here, and I'm definitely grateful to be in a position to do another reading for you all today. So if you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure you check out all of the links and the information in the description box as well. So the question that we're going to be asking Spirit today is, are you the runner or the chaser in your connection? So I'm definitely excited to do this reading. It's based off of the current energy. So you can always come back and tune into this reading whenever the dynamic and your connection changes. If you're new to pick a card readings and you don't really know how this reading goes, you could take a look at the 3 different pile options that you have in front of you. Pile 1 is the Final Rose Tarot with the Citrine Crystal. Pile 2 is the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition Tarot with the Amethyst Crystal. And then for pile 3, we have the Modern Witch Tarot with the Green Fluorite Crystal. So pause the video right now if you need to. Take a look at the 3 different pile options. And then you're going to go to the description box, scroll down to the timestamps, and click the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you have chosen. And I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile 1 people, if you chose the Final Rose Tarot with the Citrine Crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. And I just want to give a shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers and just thanking you all for spending time with me and tuning into my readings on this channel. I'm definitely excited. I'm so happy with just all of the growth that I've been seeing, and I'm just looking forward to posting more of these readings that you all enjoy and being able to support y'all in the best ways in which I can. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today. And also check out the links and information in the description box as well. So the question that we're asking Spirit today is a love-based entertainment reading. And it is, are you the runner or the chaser in your connection, or just within this dynamic, within whatever it is you got going on, okay? Are you the runner or are you the chaser? But in order for me to help you figure out if this is your pile, I want to do a quick energy check-in. So I'm going to put the Final Rose Tarot to the side, and I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the hearts so we can make sure that this is your pile. Okay, so we have the Chariot, we also have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so your connection with this person has been a bit challenging, okay? It's been a bit challenging. I can definitely tell you that. Let me get one more card, and then I'm going to get started. And then we also have the Devil. I already knew that's what it was. All right, y'all. Okay. This card right here, Trust, that's the Fool. Okay, so the connection that you're in, okay, it's definitely been very challenging. I definitely feel like the both of you have experienced some anxiety and some worry, and you're just always constantly thinking about what could potentially go wrong. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You may not 100% trust this connection, but it's still essentially moving forward. And the thing about you and this person on your mind is like you actually both wanted to move forward. And this is why you're both trying to overcome these individual obstacles that you all are experiencing that are collectively playing out within this connection. Regardless, it's still moving forward because the both of you are exhibiting a sense of emotional resilience. So you and this person are always constantly shifting. You're always shifting. And I'm not even sure what type of connection that this is that you're having with this person right now. But what I can tell you is that the both of you are trying your best to actually support it. The connection is moving forward regardless of what is going on between the both of you. Like here we have the the Six of Wands. Y'all both want this connection. This is what's going on here. This is a mutual thing here. Even though you're both experiencing challenges individually, it's still mutual. It's like if you're feeling stressed out and anxious, that person's feeling stressed out and anxious. You're having vulnerability issues with this person. They're having vulnerability issues. But the one thing I can say is the both of y'all have a sense of self-awareness. So you're understanding that, yes, you're overthinking this. You're thinking too much about it. You're leaning too much into some mental health issues that may still be unresolved. You're thinking about what could potentially go wrong. And it's like, there's a self-awareness though. Okay, there's a self-awareness. You know that you're feeling very possessive over your heart and you're not really willing to fully express or fully allow yourself to just let go and just to experience the connection for what it is. Because all of these issues that you have is literally stopping you from being able to step into the unknown or to take a chance and to just be okay with things spontaneously happening and you not necessarily knowing what the result of this is going to be. Allowing yourself to enjoy this new beginning, this new connection that you're having. So yeah, with believe and succeed, it's like the connection has a potential. It has a potential. I just think it really comes down to allowing yourself to enjoy that potential, I guess. You know, just going with the flow. But the both of y'all are still moving forward. It's some challenges here, but it's like the show is still on the road is what I can say. And I also feel like you and this person have a very strong like sexual connection here as well. And that could be a part of the fear as well. It's like, is this only about our sexual connection? Is it only about that physical intimacy? Is that all it's about? You know, that's an issue as well that you're thinking about. Like maybe this is not really all it's cracked up to be. Or maybe we're just connecting with each other based off of our physicality or our sexual compatibility. So the fact of it potentially being, you know, temptation is something that's giving you that issue as well. But yeah, we have open up here. So yeah, the both of you are just being very withholding. Y'all could be stingy with your energy. I also feel like you're trying to both keep this to yourself. So on the outside, y'all might look at each other like, ain't nothing going on. But deep down inside, it's like you're really holding on to a lot of these fears that are really just affecting the connection. And yet, it's still moving forward. So it just might be challenges that you're experiencing, like minor challenges here. But the sexual connection is very strong. The fact that y'all are both supporting this connection, even though it's some issues here, challenges here, it's like that's very strong. Y'all are definitely, seems like, in the foundational stages of a relationship with someone. It's just like you're feeling very anxious. This connection hasn't yet wrapped up. It hasn't experienced any type of closure or completion. It's like this is definitely something that's still going on right here, right now. The issue is the paranoia. So you're both experiencing paranoia, and it's related to just bad relationships and things that you've experienced in the past, experiences in which you have been abandoned, let down, you know, those types of experiences. So you experiencing paranoia, and so is this person. Is very mutual, and yet y'all continue to keep moving along. I think that the both of y'all need to have a conversation about this. It's like you're not really talking about your vulnerability issues. You're not really talking about the potential obsession that you have with, you know, protecting yourself and protecting your heart. It's a hypervigilance here. And I'm not trying to say that there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself or protecting your heart, but it's like, if you're not willing to be vulnerable and open up, then how is the connection supposed to proceed and move forward? It's like, if you want this to be a successful connection, this is something that you really want. It's like you can't do it one foot in and one foot out. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you got to open up your heart. So the both of y'all are experiencing the same thing. So if this is your reading, then let's keep going. So what are you doing? Are you running or are you chasing? Okay, so we have the Hierophant. We have Strength. I'm just gonna push these cards up here. So we have strength. We also have sent home. Page of Swords. Is there space here? There's no space here. Five of Pentacles. And then we also have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so for you, you are definitely running. You're running. You're running. You're running, but I don't know why, because it's like you're running, but you're still moving forward with this person. Like, so I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Like, y'all need to come to the agreement that you're going to move forward. And when you both come to that agreement, then things will work out and the challenges will be lesser, okay? Because a lot of these challenges are revolving around what you're thinking, okay? And what your thoughts are making you feel like, okay? So that's pretty much what's going on here. But you're running. I think you're someone who has not really experienced the type of commitment that you are looking for, or there's just a particular like or a specific belief system that you have of what like commitment looks like, of what true commitment looks like, or what a serious connection looks like, a serious commitment. Like, you have some type of idea in your head. And I'm not saying that it's a bad idea to have. It's just what your personal beliefs are of what you see serious commitments or connections as. It just is what it is. How you view marriage, like how you view serious connections, relationships. But see, the thing is like, even though you have this idea in your head, I don't feel like it's something that you have yet experienced. And I'm not saying, oh, you've never been in relationships before, or, you know, you never dated before, you never was exclusive with anybody before. I'm just saying that you haven't yet experienced what you really want or what you believe. And in this situation, is definitely taking a toll on you because you're still not really trusting the situation. But like I said earlier, you have ruminating thoughts and you're being very possessive with your heart. And it's true. But we have energy here, even with strength. And on the strength card, it says opening up. So this is about you exhibiting a certain level of vulnerability here as well. Vulnerability issues is coming back up here. And it's like, you're just afraid. You feel like if you open up yourself and share more of yourself, you know, with this person or within this connection, or if you just allow them to get to know you more, allow them to see your heart, you feel like you could potentially get hurt. You feel like this person could eventually leave you and just abandon you, and you just feel like it won't be a good situation because you're already experiencing some type of insecurity and you just feel like it could potentially be worse. What I just heard was it was the coldest winter ever. And I just also heard it's going to be a long winter. Like, so you all just don't want to continue to experience a potential heartbreak that could leave you depressed and even more entrenched in these mental and emotional issues that you're already dealing with. Even though you do have your moments and periods of insecurity, it's like on the outside looking in, people would never know because you don't look like what you're going through. You really don't. On the outside, you project yourself as being a very confident person, but people don't know the burdens that you're carrying here with the Ten of Wands, okay? People don't know everything that goes into you showing up as who you are. Maybe you have some type of public persona, or maybe people know you for a particular thing. You're very popular. So People are watching you. They would never know that you're dealing with issues. They would also never know that you're in love. So maybe that's something you're trying to hide here as well. Like, okay, with the lovers, like you're in love, but you have a lot of burdens that are associated with love. And you also feel like you have to potentially even struggle for the love that you really want. So people don't see that about you. They don't see that about you. They don't see that, even though you could be a very highly desirable person, you could be very attractive, okay, very charismatic, very bright, very radiant. People don't know how hard love and relationships are for you. They don't know how hard it is. They might think that you're able to get as many suitors as possible, or that a lot of people want you. And that could very much well be the truth. But when you're in love, it becomes challenging. Things all of a sudden become challenging. Like maybe it's you feeling like you have to shoulder the responsibility of everything within the connection so that you ensure that you're getting exactly what it is that you want. And it's a lot. When things end, it's like you're just looking at it like, dang, I really put all of this work into this. Like, I really put all of this effort. I really did all of this just to make it what I wanted it to be. And it's challenging for you. So I just feel like within this situation, you're deciding that, you know what, I need to step aside from this. Maybe I don't need to open up as much as I need to just keep it moving, because whenever I get into connections, it gets challenging and things end up crashing and burning. I end up doing too much just for things to fail. I think that you're definitely running. I think that you are wanting to explore what's new for you, but you want to do these things independently. I think that you want to focus on your bread right now. You want to focus on your money, and you want to create a good and firm foundation for yourself. But the fact of the matter is that you love this person. We have the lovers here. That's what it is. The fact is that you love this person and you actually do want this connection to succeed. But is it really? If, like I said, one foot is in and one foot is out, you're running. So it's potential here, but is that what you want? Okay, is that really what you want? So you just got to figure out what it is that you want. But yeah, you're definitely running. So I wanted to get some advice for y'all. We have talk more. Like I said, you and this person need to have a conversation. And if you're going to move forward, then you need to agree that the both of you all are going to move forward. Yeah, talk more on the same page. That's what I'm saying. I think that the both of y'all need to get on the same page. Like, you need to get on the same page, because y'all literally are both dealing with the same issues. Vulnerability issues, not wanting to open up. And you need to have compassion for yourself and understand that what happened to you in your past happened in your past, and you are still here and you still have an opportunity to heal from it. It may not have been right, the ways in which you have been treated, but you are smarter now, especially if you lean into the lesson and develop a sense of wisdom based off of your knowledge and what you've experienced. And you just have to do better moving forward. But yeah, y'all both are experiencing the same thing. I do like to see the strength card in relationship reads, because this is just about the both of you developing a sense of empathy and compassion for each other. I do think that there's an opportunity. I'm not telling you what to do. It's really on you, but there is an opportunity to find common ground here, because y'all both can identify with experiencing the same things. Sexual compatibility, facts. That definitely came up. So yeah, you and your person, nah, it's love here. We also have respect with the strength card. It's love here. It's respect here. I think that the both of you need to talk, because y'all have multiple perspectives, and you can, find a common ground. Like I said, you'll be able to understand each other. And also, y'all got to share the quote unquote burdens of the responsibilities of the connection. Like, you have to understand that it's not your responsibility to make sure everything is moving. Like, it's kind of like an engineer, I think, or it's just like a technical way of looking at it. You don't have to make sure that this is here where it's supposed to be, and this is over here like where it's supposed to be. It's kind of like putting these puzzle pieces together on your own. It's like, this is your puzzle piece, that's their puzzle piece, and y'all both have to fit it together. So you need to stop trying to take on the burden of the responsibility. Like, the lovers is not just about one person, it's about two, and it's about choice. So y'all both have to choose to commit. Okay, that's what has to happen here, and then you're going to move forward a lot much more smoothly than how it has been. But are y'all still moving forward? Yes. So let's see what we can get on this relationship. Let's see what we could get here. We have fearless love. Yeah, that's the issue. You're not willing to just step into the newness of what it could potentially be. You're just not willing to do that. But even here with the Tower, it could denote an ending. But if you decide to move forward with this person, then y'all are going to have to rebuild, okay? We're going to have to rebuild the connection if that's the case. And we also have here, it is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I'm going to just thank Spirit for confirming the messages in today's reading. But hey, whatever you want to do, it's on you. I definitely hope I was able to resonate with y'all, and I hope I was able to support you in the best ways in which I can. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pile two people, if you chose the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition Tarot deck with the Amethyst Crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. Shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for your presence. And I really enjoy connecting with y'all in the comments. So if I have not answered your comment yet, please, I'm trying to catch up, okay? It's really been a lot in the past couple of days, and I'm not mad at it because I'm happy that we're growing. But give me a second. I'll make sure I get back to you. Just playing. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I care about y'all, and I express that gratitude every time I show up, because my channel would not be where it is if it was not for you all. So thank y'all so much. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today. And also make sure y'all check out the links and the information in the description box as well. But yeah, the question we're asking Spirit today is, are you the runner or the chaser in your connection, or just in this dynamic that you're in? Are you the runner or are you the chaser? So before we even get started with the Luna Edition Tarot, I'm going to go ahead and just do like an energetic check-in so that we can ensure that this is your correct pile. And I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Now, this deck right here is actually a tarot deck and an oracle deck. Like, it looks like an oracle deck, but it's actually a tarot deck, which I really actually love. So let's go ahead and get started. Pile 2. Okay, so we have the Star. We also have the Nine of Swords. Oh, we also have the Sun in reverse. This seems like this could be a no contact reading. Like, this is someone that you're at an emotional distance from. That's just what it seems like. Yeah, we also have the Three of Pentacles, reach out. Yeah, this is a no contact thing that's going on here. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, this is the Ace of Cups here. Let me go ahead and get another card, and we're going to get started. Sometimes I jump the gun. I jump the gun when I read. That's pretty much what happens for me. And then we also have the solar plexus chakra, which is actually interesting because The solar plexus chakra is definitely the cure for, well, at least like unblocking it, opening up this chakra is the cure for when you are just not within your best self, or if you're not feeling empowered, if you feel like you have a lack of confidence that you're temporarily suffering from, or even a lack of self-esteem. This is like the cure to that insecurity or to that issue, just with your life force being very limited right now. So yeah, it seems like this connection is not too confident, or you're not too confident about it. Even the other person on your mind, they're not too confident about this connection either. But there's a lot of rumination and thinking about just a potential reconciliation here. There is, despite a sense of insecurity or lack of confidence in this connection, being able to regain that happiness or that vitality that it once had. I guess the connection still has hope, is what I'm trying to say. There's still an opportunity, there's still a possibility, but it's just the fact of, it's like currently it's just not something that you are feeding right now. Maybe that there's another opportunity here. I mean, the opportunities here is within the Ace of Cups. It's just, is it something that you want or not? It just seems like it's a lot of stress surrounding it. It's just a lot of stress. So I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of stress surrounding this. So as far as me saying, I don't know, I'm just saying like the jury is still out. It's really still up in the air. But there is a lot of positive thinking, okay? There's positive expectation that's being projected out into the future of the connection. It's just overshadowed by this, I wanted to say like this stream of consciousness that may not be as optimistic. So the situation still has a chance, regardless of what you think about it or what you're projecting into it. It's like the situation, the connection, the relationship still has a chance. Maybe it is that you're just in a place where you need to just heal, and you are focusing on support systems. That's what you're focusing on right now. You could be focusing on work, just trying to put a lot of your energy into that right now. Focusing on things that are certain, whereas this situation didn't seem uncertain. Oftentimes when the star card appears, we know that there was some type of previous upheaval, okay? There was some type of chaos. There was some type of divine intervention that had to step in the way, and however the cookie crumbled in your connection was how it crumbled. There is a sense of dissatisfaction. There's a sense of boredom or apathy, or just you're just not satisfied with how things have turned out. But there is another opportunity here for reconciliation. It seems like there's an opportunity here for things to cool down, and there's an opportunity for you to go about this connection at more of a moderate pace. So that is you and this person taking accountability for the past and deciding that you want to start again. Hey, I feel like as long as accountability is taken, then that shows that both of you are aware of what exactly has happened and what has went down. So, as long as y'all both know, that's really all it's about. Like, no one can sit and act like they're stupid and they don't know what's going on. So there is an opportunity here for you to start things over, to have more of a secure and stable connection. And if you want commitment, then commitment is possible. Like, if you want this connection and you feel like it's just what you want, it's what you desire, then it's a possibility for the both of your wishes to come true. But that's if that's what you want. This connection just doesn't give you the type of confidence that you feel like you need to actually proceed, or to even consider there being a possibility at reconciliation. You may not feel like there are any efforts being put into this connection, like there's no work being done. You just feel like the picture just really isn't clear, and you may just feel like you're deceiving yourself to think that this could be love, or that this could be something. You feel like you are deceiving yourself. What I'm getting here is you've previously experienced an ending with the person on your mind. It seems like this is the aftermath of that ending. There is a possibility, like even here with the Six of Swords, like there is a possibility for you all to push past this challenge. But even here with the Six of Swords, this could just be you deciding to drop this baggage. It's like the aftermath. And you're kind of just sitting here thinking to yourself, okay, well, what's next? I also feel like y'all are still connected. I feel like this could be one of those spiritual connections here as well, where it's like the both of you are communicating with each other telepathically. So let me go ahead and move these cards up out of the way. Yeah, there's just a lack of confidence. I feel like if you don't feel confident about something, you're just not gonna try it. If you don't feel like it's gonna work out, you just be like, hey, I guess I'll just chalk it, and it is what it is. I mean, this could be a function of you potentially pushing away something. It could just be a function of that, because I do see here reach out. So if it's no contact, then best believe someone is going to be reaching out to someone. We just got to see, are you the runner or the chaser in this dynamic? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords within the reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords within the reverse. It's like every time you think to do something like positive, or I don't want to say just positive, it's like every time you think to do something that actually could help the connection, is like you just don't want to do it because you feel like you're being naive, or you feel like you're being gullible, or you just feel like, no, this is stupid, like I shouldn't do this. Even when you think about how you feel about this person, depending on how much you perceive that you like them or not, it's like you're kind of restricting or repressing it. I think that's what it is. It's like you're restricting or you're repressing it, or you're trying to quell it. So you could really feel a lot for this person, you know, and they could feel a lot for you too. But it's like y'all both are just gonna repress it. Let's keep it light. Let's not get too deep here. We also have the Two of Cups within the reverse. Yeah, it's just a whole lack of chemistry. It's a lack of chemistry. I also feel like you could potentially be holding on to, I don't know, the word that came to mind was a grudge. Like you could potentially be holding on to this. I don't know if it's holding on to a grudge, or just maybe even holding on to just an old way that you related to this person. Because when I see the Ace of Cups, it makes me think about a renewal. So that means that things have to change. Things have to be different in order for a reconciliation to be possible. Or if they don't, it's going to go back to the same thing. So I'm not picking up that you're running or chasing. To be quite frank, I don't pick up that you're running or chasing. I just think that this is a temporary pause. It's like you're assessing what the connection has produced, and you're deciding that, hey, maybe I can't really put too much into this right now because it's putting me in a space of disempowerment. Like I'm not feeling too well about myself. My confidence really isn't where it should be. Just even with the Empress in reverse, it's like you're not taking care of yourself. You're not loving yourself first. You're not giving yourself that unconditional love that you need. You're not feeling very stable or secure within yourself. And also within this connection, it's like you're just understanding that, hey, like this connection isn't growing right now. Like there's nothing going on right now. It's a temporary pause. Like, do I actually want to continue to keep focusing on this? So you're just in a period of contemplation. That's just where your energy is, where you're just assessing, like, should I keep doing this? Because the situation is not producing any type of fruit. So you're thinking, I could be wasting my time. Okay. And so that's why every time you think to do something, every time you think to reach out, you always stop yourself, because you're like, am I deceiving myself? Like, is this worth it? Am I lying to myself because we don't have anything going on right now? Am I still holding on to the past? Am I still holding on to a connection that has ended? What am I doing here? So yeah, at this point in time, you're not running or chasing, to be quite frank. You're not running or chasing with the Nine of Cups. You're more so focused on, what you have going on with your life at this point in time. That's what you're focused on. You're focused on other things that you are certain of, and you're also focused on your own emotional sense of well-being. Like, what I just heard was me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. So I just heard that. So you're more so trying to focus on yourself, enriching yourself, going after things that you want, accomplishing those goals, and focusing on how those goals make you feel. Not necessarily about what those goals are materially producing. It's like, how does it make you feel? So yeah, even here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like at this point in time, it's like you're not really open to making space for this connection, is what I'm feeling like. It's like you're not really open to making space. You're not really open to accommodating this connection or accommodating this person, being flexible and adaptable. It's like, if I incorporate this thing into my life, like, is it going to mess up my life? So at this point in time, it's like you're really putting yourself first. This is a very independent energy there with the Nine of Cups. So it's not like you're necessarily running. I just think you're just coming to terms. You're just having to come to terms with what is going on right now and just the aftermath of everything. And then, of course, deciding what is next for you. And I mean, even here with the Six of Swords, it makes me think a lot about the idea of like just the silver lining, like trying to look at the silver lining within the situation. The silver lining here is the cure, which is your solar plexus chakra being unblocked, or, you doing the healing work that you need to open it back up so that you can develop a sense of confidence and security within yourself. So I feel like you all have experienced the mental health issues there as well. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it always makes me think about like uneasiness or moodiness from just things not being settled, things kind of just being up in the air. Is like there's always a potential for some type of chaos. But you figure that if you put your emotional health first, it will help to combat that potential chaos. I just feel like this connection between you and the person on your mind could have just been like just a missed opportunity. It's kind of like the idea that it could have been something, but it just wasn't. And it's not to say that there isn't another opportunity for this. It just depends on the both of you being able to reestablish the connection from a different type of energy here. Because the old way just can't exist anymore. It can't exist. Like, things change, people change, dynamics change. So you just have to change with the changing dynamics. That's all I'm trying to say, especially if you want a reconciliation. You can't bring your fears into it. You have to drop things and allow the baggage to go, from the past to go, so that you can move forward and feel a lot much more confident in this connection, and then even feeling confident individually. Yeah, I just feel like you're not lying to yourself. You're being very realistic about what happened, and you're understanding that you cannot put your energy into a connection that is potentially failing. But at the same time, it's like if you do put your energy into that connection that's failing, there's an opportunity and possibility for it to turn around. So it just depends on what it is that you want to do, or I guess just understanding the flip side of it. All right, so for you, we have look within. Look within. I like look within. It just reminds me of like High Priestess, Hermit energy. Like, so I feel like this is just about you figuring out what's best for you. Just keeping it real and authentic with yourself. We also have yes. So I guess spirit is affirming something. Spirit is affirming something. And we also have 2 weeks. So we have yes and 2 weeks. I wasn't looking for a timing card, but since it's popped up, let's see. Yes, think about it. maybe that came out on top of reconciliation. So maybe you are thinking about a reconciliation. Now we also had 2 weeks. We'll be texting you. So you should be hearing from this person in 2 weeks. But that's kind of what I picked up anyway. Like with the star energy, it's like there's still some type of optimism here. It's still some type of hope. So if you wanted to know if your person still have hope in this connection, yeah, they do. They do. I think the both of y'all could just be throwing yourself into work or just focusing on other things, practical things. So let's see what we can get from the Romance Angels and the Cherry Enchantress deck. See what's going on or what the overarching themes are in your connection. Oh, we have forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So that's what's going on here. Even with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is definitely a messenger card. And, you know, oftentimes in relationships, this is a person trying to apologize. Like they want to apologize to you. So especially if in the past it's been some shady behavior, some covert behaviors going on here. It's like this person definitely wants to apologize, especially if these things have messed up the connection, have messed up the chemistry, have put you in a very disempowered space. While I was shuffling, I did see worth waiting for. If it wants to come out, then it definitely will, but I did see that. Y'all, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So that's the second confirmation there. And we also have yes and think about it. So at this point, you just have to think if this is something that you're willing to do. The one thing I can tell you is that, I mean, you put effort in, but with the Three of Pentacles, this is a mutual effort, okay? This is two people deciding that they're going to support and build with each other. So what I would say that you need to be focused on in the meantime is loving yourself. Like you need to focus on loving yourself and becoming a lot much more emotionally neutral. It's easy for our moods to vary and to swing and for us to be at any extreme at any given point in time. Like you need to bring it together, center yourself, ground yourself, and relax. Yeah, focus on regaining your confidence and self-esteem. That's what you need to focus on doing at this point in time. You'll be in a new energy. You'll be in a new vibration. And that's what's needed for any type of reconciliation to be possible. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there, pile two. I definitely hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pile three people, if you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck with the green fluorite crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. Shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I'm so thankful for everything that you all do, all of the engagement that you have been showing towards my channel, and for just all of the loving and kind words that you all have been leaving in your comments for me. And I am just so happy to be here. I'm so happy to read for y'all. And I'm just looking forward to dropping more of these readings that you enjoy and being able to support y'all in the best ways in which I can. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate your presence, and I don't take your time, energy, or attention lightly. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you'll love it here. And also make sure to check out the links and the information in the description box as well. So the question that we are asking Spirit today is, are you the runner or the chaser in your connection? Are you the runner or the chaser in your connection, or just within your dynamic? Okay, with whatever is going on here, we need to figure out, are you running or are you chasing? So before I even get started with the Modern Witch Tarot, I'm actually going to do a quick energetic check-in so we can ensure that this is your pile. So I'm going to do that with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, This is actually one of my favorite tarot decks to actually use because it's like an oracle deck as well. So I love it. Let's go ahead and get started. Pile 3. Okay, so we have Temperance. We also have Trust. Oh, dang. We also have the Hierophant, and we also have the Lovers right here as well. Like, but of course we knew it had to be a challenge, correct? It always just got to be a challenge. All right, so we got the Five of Swords here. We got the Five of Swords here. It always got to be a challenge, correct? let me let me get one more on the Hierophant. We have the Magician. Okay, so the challenge here is within the battle of the wills. Okay, I feel like you could be a very, for lack of better terms, I want to say strong-minded person. For lack of better terms, like very strong-minded. Like there is a way in which you go about things, and the person on your mind could be that same way. They have their belief systems. There's a particular way that they like to go about things. And I just heard what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. I'm cracking up. But basically, I think that's what it's saying is like, you're just like, hey, I mean, your thoughts and opinions and beliefs and how you want to do things, that's your way. And I have my way. It just is what it is. So it's like a mutual respect here in those terms. It's like you saying like, my truth is my truth, your truth is your truth, and it just is what it is. So it seems like there's a level of maturity here within this connection that you have with this individual. There's a certain level of maturity, but you still have your way, they have their way, and they're still conflicting because they're competing with each other. I don't think the both of you have mentally allowed yourself to relax into what you are experiencing here. Okay, I don't think you're allowing yourself to relax because you have a certain type of way that you like to go about things in life, and especially when there's new things that you're experiencing, and they do as well. So relax. I'm just picking up here that emotionally you and this person are already there. Like we have the Lovers, okay? We have Temperance and the Lovers. And as you can see here, because oftentimes even with the Two of Cups, it's kind of the energy of like two becoming one. But as you can see here, it's like the both of y'all are literally becoming one here emotionally. So it's a connection here, okay? It's cool, it's calm, you're taking your time, you're being very mature about how this love progresses. It's like you're not trying to jump the gun. You're holding your horses. It is what it is. But the only issue is that as things are changing, as the dynamic is changing, it's like the both of you are very, I want to say stubborn, or you're very, the word is stern. Like you just know how you want things to be. And that person does as well. But the fact of the matter is like when you're stepping into something unknown, like as far as with this, developing a connection or relationship with someone, is like you really don't know what to expect. Okay, things could be spontaneous, things could be unpredictable, things are not necessarily predetermined. It's unknown here. And then you also have to realize that with this being so new, or you deciding to take this step with this person, it's like there's a certain sense of freedom that has to be exhibited. You can't necessarily control the direction of how things should go just because that's how you want it to be. You have to allow things to breathe. You have to allow things to be. And then you just have to observe, okay, what has been going on as things have been free flowing. So what I can say is emotionally, there's love here. Okay, it's mutual. The both of y'all are compatible. Now, the situation isn't yet, I want to say, labeled. I don't think you have a title with this person, but you know that it's love here. but we don't know what's next pretty much. And that's probably why the both of you all are trying to control the situation. You're trying to ensure that you get out of the situation what you want to get out of it. But the fact is it's not just about you and it's not just about them. It's about the both of y'all collectively. There's an aspect of teamwork. Like the feelings are here, the feelings are mutual. But when it comes down to the direction, there's an issue here. You see things one way, they see things another way. Like who's going to be the leader? Or how are you going to support each other? I don't know. Maybe that's you both deciding to have a conversation and just say, like, okay, this is how we feel about each other right now. I mean, this is a new opportunity that we could take. How do you see us going about this? Like, what would you like? What are your intentions for the future? What type of commitment do you want? Do you want commitment at all? What are your belief systems as it relates to love, relationships, and things becoming a lot much more serious and committed? How do you feel about that? What do you think about it? It seems like that's what's going to have to happen. Because, I mean, there is a potential and possibility here for something a lot more serious. But at this point, it's really just connecting the dots. It's connecting the dots. It's like you and this person both understanding, like, okay, we feel something towards each other. It's mutual here. Okay. I like you. You like me. But what's next? Okay. And it's the fact that things are so uncertain that one of the both of you is thinking like, well, I have to be in control of what's next because it's too uncertain. I don't know what's going on here. Split the deck, we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, this is like a very early stage. Like this relationship right here, I feel like is in a very early stage. And regardless of that early stage, it just seems like it's a lot of love here. It's a lot of emotion here, even here with the Two of Wands. This could be some passion. Okay, passion is igniting between the both of you, but this Two of Wands energy is really about looking out into the future and projecting the possibility and just deciding based off of what you have already assessed and what you have already evaluated. So it's like the both of y'all really have to decide what's next. That's what you have to decide. What's next? Because if you don't decide what is next, then here we go. We're going to be going back and forth with our wills. Okay. We're going to be going back and forth. And so this aspect of teamwork that is present within the emotional space, because these are major arcanas here. Okay. So it's love here. It's love here. But maybe there are things that you have to work out on a day-to-day basis. Like who's responsible for this? Who's responsible for that? Y'all need to communicate. Because the love is here, but now we need to talk about how things are going to practically move on an everyday, day-to-day basis. This is not about something spiritual. It's about mundane. Like, whose responsibility is this? Like, if you were moving in with this person or something, it's like, okay, whose responsibility is it to take out the trash? Whose responsibility is it to cook? Whose responsibility is it to clean? Like, and these are, of course, tasks that y'all can share. But what I'm still saying is it's still the aspect of having that conversation. So it just needs to be a conversation here, because if not, then this connection could go nowhere. Okay, so there's the possibility of direction. You just have to have a moment to where you're projecting out into the future. Okay, what is next, or how are we going to go about this? But the opportunity is here. The love is here. It's just y'all both have to, I want to say, like, compromise with each other. And I know a lot of people look at this as a trigger word as far as with like submission, but it's like kind of submitting to each other. That's really what it's about. Because when I look at this love card, I always be cracking up because the man on this card, he looks like what society would deem as a quote unquote simp. Okay, he looks like that, but he's happy in love, and that's all that matters. So I just feel like the both of you have to understand that regardless of what you want, sometimes you do have to make space and allow the other person to be right, or you have to make space for the other person's way, because it's not about one person having to dominate the other or be in control of the connection, or your opinion has to be right, or what you think has to always be right. It's like you have to yield to your partner as well. So That's what's going on here. You just have to yield. It's like if you don't yield, then the connection could go nowhere. But we have the Eight of Wands. This is progression. This is expansion here. So if you want your connection to move forward, you want something a lot more serious, or whatever y'all can define as partnership, you can compromise, then it'll work. Because maybe everybody doesn't necessarily want marriage, but maybe you want partnership and companionship. That's a form of commitment. Okay? Maybe that's what you want. There's a lot of different types of relationships or types of connections or way in which you could be quote unquote committed to someone. Like y'all both are on the same page about what's going on. It's just you have to talk about it. Like, what do we intend on manifesting together? What are we going to create together? It's about togetherness. But yeah, with the Eight of Wands here as well, it's a lot of passion. So you and this person could have jumped into bed very easily. Okay? Very easily. Y'all could have jumped into bed together. I feel like this connection between you and this person is progressing easily. It's just this challenge that we have here, and this challenge is in the way. It's in the way. Y'all both have your own ways in which you see things, and y'all need to have a conversation about that. About what's next. But yeah, this connection definitely is moving very fast. It's moving very fast. So I could see how it could be a bit, I don't know. But I feel like regardless of it moving fast, I'm just picking up on a very mature energy as well. It's like you're both mature, so it can kind of move fast. I feel like when you're immature and inexperienced in love, when things move fast, you just get creeped out. You get scared. You just start making mistakes and not really knowing what to do. But just with what I see here, with the Lovers coming out like very early, Temperance, the Lovers, I just feel like it's love here. And then we also have the Hierophant here as well. It's just love here. That's all I can say. Like, it's actual love here, and it just seems a lot much more mature. It seems tempered. It's balanced. It's not too crazy. It's not codependent. So let's see. Yeah, I just feel like the both of y'all could be very independent people. Like self-sufficient. But y'all both just have y'all ways of going about stuff. And it just is what it is. It seems like this is more so like two independent people having to go through the process of interdependence. All right, so let's see. Are you running or chasing? I'm about to use the Modern Witch Tarot so we can see what's going on here. We have the Two of Pentacles. We also have the Moon. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty here as far as how things are essentially going to turn out. I think that you may be overthinking this a bit too much. I can understand why you are overthinking it though, because it's such a strong like mutual attraction here that's going on between you and the person on your mind. Like, you feel the connection is very strong here. Maybe you feel like this is the person for you. Maybe you feel like this is the one. But regardless of how well things seem to be going emotionally, I just feel like you're putting a lot of just unnecessary stress on things turning out a particular way when it's not yet clear. It's really not yet clear. And I get it. It's a lot of uncertainty here, but it's not yet clear. I don't think that this situation has played out enough for you to be overthinking this. You know, I don't think the situation has played out enough. Maybe it is that you're still stressed out because of things from your past that you've experienced. Like you could be a bit stressed out about it, but a lot of your thoughts are getting the best of you. Your thoughts are getting the best of you right now. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I can't say that you are running or chasing. What it seems like is you're just trying to give this a chance. You know, like you're just trying to give this a chance. It's like you're wanting to put your best foot forward. I feel like you are someone who is like, we have balance here, okay? Balance here with temperance, but we also have the idea of balance here as well with the Two of Pentacles. I just feel as though it's not necessarily about you juggling, but I look at it more so as like you deciding or trying to figure out if this is something that's worth your time, especially here with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, is it worth your effort? Is it worth your attention? Because if you put attention into this, it's going to grow. Point blank, period. It's like if you put attention into this, this is what's going to happen. But then we also have on the flip side with the Hermit, you could always pull back and do your own thing. You know, you don't necessarily have to do that. So I just feel like you're trying to decide. It's like, do I fit this into my life? Do I have time for this? Yeah, there's love here. Yeah, it's cool. But you're also acknowledging that you're experiencing just a lot of fears and a lot of thoughts that are being projected into something that isn't yet clear to you. It isn't yet clear. Even here with the Chariot, maybe you don't know how you're going to move forward. With the Two of Wands here, this talks a lot about direction. So in what direction are we going in? Do we have what it takes? Can we compromise with each other? Can we be on the same page with each other? Yeah, I have my opinion, my way of doing things. They have their way and their opinion. But understanding that, like, okay, well, we can still move forward if this is something that we decide to do, if it's something that we decide that we want to manifest here. So this is very similar to Pile One. Maybe you watch Pile One. Like, it's a very similar message here. I can't say it's the same thing, but it's a similar message. I think you need to back up and focus on having a conversation with this person about what they see in the future for this connection. Like, what do they see? Do they see a serious commitment? What do they see? Do they actually even still want this at this point in time? Do they still desire this connection, even though the both of y'all feel how you feel about each other? That's what you need to be focused on. Like, are the feelings that we're feeling mutual? And if so, like, can we have a conversation about what's next? Like, are we both satisfied? Are we both getting what we desire and need out of this connection? I think that's what's important first. Like, that's the conversation that you should be having before jumping the gun. But I mean, I could see why you would be jumping the gun. I could see why. But I would say, before I even get into discussing the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, I would say that, like, you just need to decide. Like, a lot of this is on you as well. Like, you need to decide, like, is this something that you want to invest your time in? Do you want to make space for this in your life? You need to decide. Because it's very easy for the feelings to be there, but if there is no direction, if it's not being projected anywhere, then what are we doing? We can sit here and talk about how we love each other all day, but what's next? You know, that's just the energy I'm picking up. And it's like, if you stay in that energy for too long, it can really come off as we're in la la land. Okay? We're in la la land and things are just all in the air and nothing's grounded, and that's what it is. So I just would encourage to not remain in la la land. Don't keep fantasizing and just daydreaming and imagining things. Like, at a certain point in time, it's like, if this is what you want and if this is what they want, then we need to both talk about where we're taking this, where we both intend on taking this. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that. You don't want to be in La La Land. You really don't want to be in La La Land. And yet I see the Six of Swords. So I wouldn't say that you're chasing. I wouldn't say that you're running. I just feel like you're just taking things as it is. I think you're healthily taking things as it is. I feel like this is, even though you could be overthinking, it could be too much. I get it. But I feel like maybe it's a natural thing that people tend to do. Like they want to think about things and figure out what to do. I mean, the only saving grace here is the Eight of Swords is a really stagnant type of energy, but we have the Chariot. And the Chariot, like when the Chariot pops up for me, it's just one of those things where we just gotta get it together and we need to get the show on the road. Like, that's just what it is. Like, because this energy is really all about just having to navigate those challenges, and there might be bumps along the way, but we're still moving. You know, that's just what I'm picking up here. So it seems as though these thoughts are not really going to hold you back if you decide that you want to move forward with this person. It's not really going to hold you back, to be quite frank and honest. We have a lot of cards here that have to do with travel, like things still being projected out into the future. But yeah, even the Six of Swords popping up here after the Five of Swords, this just lets me know that y'all actually are mature. Like, I give it to you. Because this is the idea of like, there can't be peace without war. It seems as though you and this person find some type of understanding after this potential battle of the wills. Okay, you find some type of understanding between the both of you and you decide to keep moving forward. It seems like the both of you are going to be able to come back from this. It's not something that's going to end this connection. You're willing to push forward. That's what I'm picking up here. I'm not picking up like, oh, you chasing this person, or, oh, you trying to run away from the connection. I think that you're actually willing to push forward. I think that you're willing to invest. Even here with the Ten of Wands, this is pushing forward. So yeah, y'all could have had a lot of words. But it's also the fact that y'all are very attracted to each other. You know, it's a lot of sexual energy here as well. So that could also be the thing. But I do see that there's a possibility of you and this person just having something a lot much more serious. Maybe it is that the both of you have very similar like interests or hobbies, or your ideas about what long-term is actually a lot much more compatible. So there's an opportunity here for you and this individual to have a more stable, solid connection, grounded connection, because everything's kind of just up in the air. And it's a connection that's not only based on love and romance, but there's a practical aspect to y'all's connection here as well. It's a practical aspect. So I just see you as someone who's willing to put in the effort. Like, if it costs for you to have effort, regardless of these mental health issues that you can have, and things being unsure and things being uncertain, and you not having or knowing the whole picture, is like you still pushing forward. The Chariot is, yeah, it's uncertainty. Like, even if we just took out all of that, it's like it's uncertainty, but it's like you're still willing to move forward, I guess, with the answers that you do have or what you do know, with the hopes that things will be revealed to you. But even out of this uncertainty, we get the Ace of Pentacles. So even out of a potential unfortunate situation, or what you could think to be unfortunate, is something positive and something fortunate. Yeah. I think that you're not running or chasing. I just think that you're willing to take things as it comes. I don't know how else to say that. It's just a healthy way of being, I guess, where it's just like, I'm not gonna try to make anything happen. I'm just gonna go with the flow. And if it calls for my effort, if it calls for my love, if it calls for my generosity, then I'm gonna provide it. That's just what I'm getting. It's just a mature way to be. It's like, if things are moving, things are moving. I'm here. If things are not moving, things are not moving. I'm not here. It's not too much. It's very simple. It's not as complex. So let's see what else we can get here from the reconciliation deck. Yeah, we have sexual compatibility that came up here again. I also wanted to tell you that even there with the moon, it's like there's nothing you have to stress about, because whatever is unclear will be made clear to you. So it's not like you really have to stress about anything right now. Like, just, I want to say just go with the flow. But like, you already know what to do if it's not what you want. You can just remove yourself from that situation. But don't stress out about what isn't yet clear or what isn't yet revealed. It will be. We also have here 2 weeks. I'm going to see what 2 weeks is about. We also have here, think about it. Yeah, I think you need to think about what you want. Like, where do you intend on taking this connection? I feel like in relationships and connections, it's too much energy being projected out as far as like, what does this person think about me, or what do they want with me? And it's like, what do you think about that person? How do you feel about them? What do you want with them? So instead of us thinking more so about what other people want, we have to think about what we want. So speak up. And we also got finding balance. And we also got giving and receiving. So, yeah. I mean, this is definitely what I was saying earlier. Is like, this is a mutual thing between you and this person. So it's just like, when it comes down to what the both of y'all want, you have to be willing to yield to them. And of course, them being willing to yield to you as well. Like, you have to find a sense of balance here, and things have to be as simple and less complex as possible, okay, and uncomplicated as possible. So I just feel like y'all connection is a lot more mature. It's more of a mature energy than I typically will pick up here. Okay, but we're adults here, so it is what it is. But it's like, yeah, your energy is a lot much more mature. Like, and you need to speak up about like what you want and what you need. This person needs to speak up about what they want and what they need, what their desires are, so that you both can come to the same page and be yielding with each other, being willing to give each other what y'all want, need, and desire, and just establishing a sense of trust and knowing that, like, okay, this person knowing that you're going to put the effort in, and then, you know, you also understanding that they will put the effort in. But I don't think you have an issue with putting in effort. I don't think you do. I think you just need to decide if you're going to do it or not. That's just what I'm picking up here, because I feel like as things move, you're going to be willing to do what you have to do. That's just what I'm picking up here. So it's just really you being able to understand that like your connection can move forward. Yeah, we have here growth and transformation. So, okay, let's see what we can get here from the Cherry Enchantress. And I also have the Romance Angels. All right, so we have guided steps to great love. Follow the path of ascension. I guess y'all are just taking the steps to move forward. That's what's going on. I think that even there with guided steps to great love, it's just hilarious because there's still some type of mistrust or distrust. And I'm not saying like, oh, you think your person is a liar or something, but I don't think you 100% trust this connection, or even trust the person that's on your mind that you're in this connection with. I don't think you 100% trust it, but you feel the vibes though. Yeah, you feel the vibes. We have here with attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I think it's attraction here. I do think you have to express yourself, and even moments in where you may not trust something, I think you still should say something about it. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading right here. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam.